Alright y'all, so as you can tell by the title of this video, today is a special video, okay? I have a new trading station unboxing ready for y'all. I've never done a trading station unboxing on my channel before, so I'm really excited to do this. Of course, I've got the Christmas tree up, you know, Christmas tree, and under the Christmas tree, I've got parts to my new trading setup. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so let's get right into it. I got the first package here. Alright. And inside here, wireless combo. Okay. Wireless keyboard and mouse. You got the mouse right here. I haven't seen any of this, so you guys are watching it with me. So I got the mouse right here. Wireless. And wireless keyboard. Okay, I went for a pretty basic keyboard. Remember, this is supposed to be in the office, so I didn't want any like flashing lights or anything. Pretty basic black and white keyboard. It is wireless. Let's see if there's battery. Yep, battery is not included. Alright, that's it for the first package. Now we're gonna get into the second one. Alright y'all, it's now time for the second package. This is the one I'm most excited about. Alright, so two identical boxes inside of one box. Let's get into the boxes that were inside the box. That HDMI cord, charger, neck, a base, the other half of the charger. Alright, and as you can see, I've got my laptop here and the screen here working perfectly. The last thing I had, I was tracking the package of the screens. So that's screen number 1. Now, let's get screen number 2.
Even if you gotta leave somebody, it's something, it's something. Most of the things I don't wanna say, I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint.
Alright y'all, so the last package is right here. We're gonna unbox it and see what's in it.
I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Get it over.
So it's like
Still got love for you, mommy.
a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Gotta leave somebody.
It's a Dell Inspiron 3252. Yeah, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. That's actually crazy. I got my setup right here. I'm gonna now connect this to the monitors.
So I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Get it over, taste it and call me. Still got love for you, mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm hurt. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around.
Alright, y'all, so I ran into a little problem, okay? I looked at the computer and there's only one HDMI port. Luckily, there is an RGB port, so I went and found an RGB port that I had stashed away for the second monitor. And right now, the only power, they didn't send me a power cord for whatever reason, so the only power cord I have now is for my old laptop. But I did manage to get it figured out, so this is gonna be me turning it on for the first time.
Learn yourself through me already. Gave you what you needed, I guess. Yeah. So I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Get it over, taste it and call me. Still got love for you, mommy. I know you
There's
wanna
only one.
even if you gotta leave somebody.
Let's go!
Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint.
Alright guys, so of course I wouldn't just show you the unboxing and not actually give you a fresh markup on my new trading setup. Alright, I've got my screen here, and before we get into the markup, I just want to say that this whole new trading setup is perfect. Okay, it is top tier. This is a top tier trading setup. From the 48 inches of pure screen to the two loud speaker monitors that I have right next to it, everything is just top tier. Okay, I can see the candles much more clear, they're zoned, and with 2024 coming up, I can definitely see myself utilizing this setup a lot more. Alright, so now let's go ahead and jump right into the analysis. Alright, so I personally am a US 30 trader. That's all I trade, and this is US 30 up here. I'm not gonna go as far back as COVID, right? We'll just keep it in sort of recent history. We've had this sort of ascending wedge here that's been pushing on the monthly time frame, and that's kind of one of the key elements of my analysis. All right, drop down to the weekly time frame, you can sort of see that monthly wedge here, and where we are currently, we're sort of at the back end of the previous trend line, which is why this analysis is so heavily focused on this monthly time frame ascending wedge, because at the back end of an ascending wedge you usually see some sort of sexy candle, right? That's a doji for most people who aren't in my course, okay, my WSA course. But a sexy candle is a doji that sits on the backside of a sort of trend like we have here, and it indicates exhaustion and a reverse in the trend. right? So we broke out of the ascending wedge here, had an entire month of bullish momentum, and that's what we're sort of seeing here on the lower time frames is a bullish momentum structure. Okay, and where we are now, there is some sort of daily time frame exhaustion going on. Okay, you've got 2 exhaustion candles here, not that much because you did have an entire bullish candle after, but enough to validate the fact that we're now looking for some sort of retracement or correction on this previous move, which is why I have these 3 areas marked out. This 33,875 zone was a previous level of support. It's right around the 50% area, and it was a monthly key level. Okay, those 3 things lead to what I call Q calls confluence. Okay, here in the 38 area, we have 34,320 as a price point, and there was some sort of lower time frame support right there in that area, as you can see. And another reason why this area is very important, because this was CPI. Okay, now CPI, core price inflation, it's just a bunch of news. Okay, a bunch of fundamentals that you have to be aware of. But when it did drop at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, it shot up over 200 pips in USD. So the last area, the closest area to where we are now is my 23%. Obviously, we have some sort of support up there. An area of support right along here, and an engulfing pattern, several engulfing patterns, which lead to our ascending wedge that we're in currently. So there's ascending wedge on the backside of a higher time frame ascending wedge, which is this sort of area right here. Along with all this red here is previous area of exhaustion. And if we come up to the weekly time frame, we can see that area of exhaustion. It's an area we were previously at, and there's a lot of exhaustion here. So it is possible for a reversal in this area. I'm not entirely locked in on buys. Of course, what I want to see is some sort of break of structure, right? That higher low, higher high structure. I want to see some sort of break of that structure, like price closing underneath the previous area of support, coming back to test as resistance before I start looking for any sells. And for now, we can definitely see some sort of consolidation up until our other side of the trend line. And that's my sort of analysis for US30. I'm just looking, tracking these higher lows that it's making, waiting for structure to break, because I didn't have this setup this entire month. This is a brand new setup. So I didn't get in on that bullish rally. What I'm trying to get in on is the correction. And I'm waiting for a break of our higher high, higher low, higher high structure to turn into a lower low, lower high, lower low structure. And when I see my first lower high sort of in this sort of area, that's when I'll get in. So that's my analysis for US30. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Okay, as you can tell, I'm starting to pump out videos a lot more often. In 2023 was just an amazing, eventful year for my YouTube channel. I went to London, Miami for the 2nd annual FX Summit. I had a crazy birthday party, and we went flying, and now this a brand new trading setup. So I'm so ready for next year, 2024. Can't can't wait to see what it brings for me, this channel, and just the growth, you know, the level up. That's what I'm really interested in. So, with that being said, I'll check y'all out later, alright? Peace.
I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, I bet. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of these things I don't wanna say.